Coming out that day, waking up the next morning, finding out my mate was dead, who had got a ticket for. Finding out the following night, a lad I went to school with was killed, and other than my mates were in hospital. Tasting the sadness that was in the air that we live with, the flags at half-mast, the minute's silence, the impact that it had on the community. I wasn't prepared for what happened on the following Wednesday. I'm not even going to mention the name of the paper, because I can't without putting swear words in front of it, and I mean that. I never seen that coming. It was like someone hit me in the side of the head with a cricket bat. We were on the floor, we were wronged, and it was all over the telly. If we'd done anything wrong, it'd have been double shown all over the telly. It was plainly obvious and plainly lies, and we're here 20 odd years later talking about it. As you would with other disasters happen and people talk about it and they educate you and whatever have you, but we're still campaigning for justice, whether that's a legal justice or the justice of winning the battle for the truth. So history records the facts that came out. There's nothing for us to gain from being here. I find it easy to talk about it because I've been through it and talked about it a lot. Other people to this day can't talk about it. I've got friends who've never been to the match since. My fiance went through hell a couple of years ago with the 20th anniversary. My mum and dad have lived with it. We should never have had to go through the second disaster of Hillsborough, which was the legal cover-up from the facts. Now, if one policeman had been killed, let alone 96, we'd have been in the dock. If they'd have come out officially, admitted that they were at fault, recorded properly what had happened, there wouldn't be any need for us to continue to be interviewed, to continue to talk about it in such terms. And that's a great shame, and I'm just grateful for the opportunity for people to continue to talk about it, for people to want to learn about it. I can't sum up. I couldn't. If I sat here for 20 hours, I couldn't sum up the anger and the heartbreak over it. But you do learn to live with it, and we have learned to live with it, and we're doing very well. I'm dead proud of everybody who's got involved and stood up and under very difficult personal and emotional circumstances spoke about what happened to them and what happened to their family members. It's a blot on this country's history, and I hope the upcoming review helps remove it. That's how I feel about it. And I feel one of the things that's made, well, the final factor that made me talk about it, made me write about it, and I'm surprised about the impact of what I wrote. And then and I understand that now, which is why I'm prepared to do the interviews, is the fact that becoming a dad myself, I really wanted to make sure that without knowing the full horror of what happened, and without ever living through anything like that, that my own flesh and blood knew the story, at least. And I hope future generations know the story, not just because it's right to know what happened, but also to learn lessons. That's how I feel about it.